Hi guys, new meta here, and today we're gonna be looking at Artesia. Well, she received some buffs. Was it enough to make her good? Let's look at her abilities first. Arcane Missile is a very short cooldown nuke that deals damage in a small area. It does not have a big base damage, but synergizes well with your other abilities. Your W is a channeling spell that generates arcane bolts and allows your arcane missiles to go through creeps. And your E fires off arcane bolts to a nearest hero whenever you cast a spell. Finally, your ultimate. It creates a ward that will mimic your arcane missiles and arcane bolts, basically doubling the efficiency. It will also regenerate HP or mana to nearby friendly heroes. Let's talk about the role of Artesia. She's still kinda worthless at the laning stage. The ability to spend 100 mana just to hit another hero through creeps not going to help her. She still have some mana and HP issues. But with the changes to her ult, now she have a better comeback mechanism. You can easily farm neutral stack with your ultimate, because it have only 60-second cooldown, costs 150 mana and restores 400 mana at level 6. And she still does some incredible damage if you manage to keep her alive, so the best place for her is mid lane. For starting items, you should buy an Amulet of Exile and set of Blightstones. I prefer not to buy a bottle and tell my teammates to control runes, and here's why. You just can't contest them. Before level 6 you will need to use 3 or 4 arcane missiles, but by the time you'll do that, you'll be already dead. You don't have the burst damage like Pebbles, Dampier or Pyromancer, so you can't even trade or harass your opponent, and you should not do it. With the Amulet you will have enough damage to maybe score some creep kills, but your main goal is to get experience and stack camps. So the first item for you should be boots. You can try to kill someone at level 6 if they don't have escape or burst damage, but it's too risky, and it's better to use your ulti for farming. After that you should get a Ring of Sorcery and work towards Astrolabe. Astrolabe is the best item for keeping you alive in the early game. After that, if you're still feeling squishy, get a power supply or upgrade boots, and finally get an Ohm's Wisdom. Those relatively cheap items will boost your survivability through the roof. And now you are ready to do what Artesia best at: teamfight. By staying alive, you will do massive amount of damage or keep your team at full HP with healing mode. If you don't die or get silenced, it's very hard for you to lose a skirmish. After successful teamfight, you can take a tower and further increase your lead. Your final core item is Jade Spear. At this point, you pretty much solved your problem with mana and don't need other end items. Also, you're again boosting your survivability, since you can burst heal for at least 400 HP with your ulti. After that, you can go for Shanking if the enemy team tries to disable you, or Spell Sunder if you want more damage. Artesia not very good at late game and gets countered by silences or Shanking Head, so try to end your game early. In the mid lane, try not to die and don't trade with your opponent, unless it's a weak, preferably melee hero. Focus on stacking and farming neutral camps. You can stack both medium and hard camp at the same time. Carry a TP, since you can heal your allies and prevent a gank. Rhapsody is a very useful hero for you, because she can heal you, make invulnerable, and provide with a lifesteal aura. The worst matchups for you are heroes with magic immunity and silences. Special mention goes to this fellow. Not only he will gank you in the early game, but he will always have a silence, which can go through Shanking. You can stop that only by having Shanking and a Null Stone. The other irritating hero is Sunray. When Mirage is used, you're pretty much forced to switch to a healing mode. If you stay in damage mode, most of your arcane missiles will be wasted on illusions. So in conclusion, does that mean Artesia finally viable? I don't know, but I can say you this: I never lost a game of Artesia after the last patch, and one of them was double meet with Fate. Why don't you try this build and tell me? Thanks for watching guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like or subscribe.